Good morning, guys. It's William. It's been a while since I sat in front of a camera, but I wanted to kind of go into detail of how these companies are getting away with criminal sales where they are legally scamming their customers from the start to the finish, so you can understand the bad company's process of how they get away with from the sale to the delivery to the final the problem, and how they can get away with not being accountable and screwing over their customers. So when you call a bunch of companies, you're going to talk to some container sellers that are going to all say, we're nationwide, we're nationwide. You're also going to get into the sales pitch and lies of what they're saying. And that consists of lifetime warranties, which they don't honor. And I'm going to get into detail as we go on. They're going to say they're nationwide. They have 25-year and lifetime warranties. They have 60-day, 90-day money-back guarantees. If you don't like your container, you can return it. They're going to try to be the lowest price because they want to sell you the cheapest container. They want to do whatever it takes to make the sale. That's their only objective. And they do it not with honesty, but with lies. So once you talk to these types of companies, they will say every trick in the book to make you place that order. Now, they could take 1 to 3 months to deliver. If you cancel after 5 minutes, they charge you a cancellation fee. So after 5 minutes, they're going to win anyways. So as time goes on, if they told you they were going to deliver this day and then they don't call you, they're not communicating with you. And then they say, okay, well, we'll deliver tomorrow. And the same exact thing happens. Okay, we'll deliver next week. And the same exact thing happens. And every single time there's a different lie. Your container is not really scheduled. They're just not doing their end of the job because they just don't care. If you cancel your order, you're going to pay something anyways. And then they never had to send you a container. They still got paid. It's horrible. But because you want a service, you want a container, and they're not providing it, and you cancel, and they get paid anyways. What else? So once they show up, and some of these crappy companies on occasion do deliver on the right days, but once they show up, and they show up with a horrible container that's horrendous looking, with damage, with functioning problems. Maybe the doors don't shut. Maybe the door seals are peeling off. Maybe it has holes. Maybe it has so much rust on it that you're like, holy crap, I never expected this. You didn't expect it because they sold you something that was supposed to be nice. And they told you every trick in the book to take your money. So when it gets there, now there's also companies now, and I've been doing this for 12 years and a lot longer than some of these new companies out here that are just all tricking people to make sales. But they have legal systems to where they can do whatever they want and get away with it. And like an attorney general actually looked into it, they would probably either make them change their business ethics or they would shut them down. So anyways, if they deliver you a horrible container, and you have these companies now that say they do cash on delivery, but they won't do cash on delivery because that driver is not in the same state as the company is. So they have to rely on the driver to deposit the money and then send the money to them at his own time. And maybe some drivers won't send them the money and they'll just keep all the money. They're scared of that. It's the same thing that they want to do. They don't want the driver to do it to them, but they don't want you to do it to the company either. So some of the companies that are doing cash on delivery, payment on delivery, which is they have your credit card on file or you call in when the container gets there. If it's a good container, you're going to pay for it. If it's a bad container, you have options. You can refuse the delivery. Um, you can keep, there's two parts to this, but if you don't pay for the container once the container arrives and you send the container away, that company will send you to collections, which means that it's going to be on your credit report or something, and they're going to have companies calling you trying to collect that money somehow, some way. But in 12 years of doing this, that's seriously an all-time new low that I've never seen before till recently. And just because I haven't seen something doesn't mean it hasn't happened in the past. It's just that everything that I'm trying to tell you is based off of facts that is information that's on the internet about what these companies are doing, that I've studied them for 12 years, 5 years, 8 years, 3 years, and in the last like 4 months, I've really been educating myself on reading into what these companies are doing, so you don't have to, and you can hear it from me. Um, so yeah, they'll send you to collections. Let's say they get there and they told you, oh, we have a warranty. The driver is going to try their hardest to get you to accept that container and more trust into the company that sold it to you, that when you call their warranty department, they're going to handle the problem. Because you've been sold a lifetime or a 25-year warranty, and that warranty is, if it has holes, it will not, their warranty will not cover the doors. If the doors don't shut, it's not under the warranty. If the plastic or rubber door seals are literally hanging off on the ground, it will not cover that. If the doors do not shut, it will not cover that. Their warranty is what was sold to you was a waterproof, leak-proof container for however long they say it's going to be. So, this is a fact, their warranty is sending you JB Weld in the mail or a stupid fiberglass patch kit that if you go on their YouTube channels, they teach you how to repair their stupid, crappy containers that they have delivered you, so they can teach you how to fix their broken products. Once the container is there, you've already been told you have a warranty. So if there's a hole or whatever, or 9 holes, they're gonna send you whatever it takes to fix that hole. But that fix will not be a permanent fix. The correct way to fix it is to cut out the metal and have a new plate being put in, and then covering it up or painting the metal so it doesn't rust. That's the correct way. The true correct way is delivering you a container that is actually good visually and functions great as well, so there is no issues. That's what you wanted, but that's not what you got. Now, remember what they also told you. We have money back guarantees. If you don't like your container in 30 or 60 or 90 days, you can return it. Well, that's another loophole to say, hey, keep the container. We just showed up. Keep the container, use it for a little bit. And if you don't like the container in 30, 60, 90 days, you can return it and get 100% money back guarantee. That's another way for you to not refuse that container on delivery. They're going to tell you they have a warranty. They're going to tell you they have a free return policy. And it's all lies. So on a return policy, and I've read this from people's complaints of these companies that I'm warning you about. Their return policy is you must pay for the delivery that brought you the container there, and then you must pay for the container to be picked up again and then brought back to the depot. It actually goes deeper than that. It's not that simple. So whatever your delivery was, 500, 700, 900, 1500, I don't know. They delivered from one location to another, and it has a price along with that, and the driver got paid for that. And so the delivery there must be paid, and the delivery coming back must be paid. That's going to eat up almost all of your money right then and there. So their 100% money back guarantee is total bullshit. Where it gets deeper though, and a customer will never understand this, you'll understand all this stuff when it's way too late, And if you find my video, you're going to say, oh my gosh, that guy's 100% spot on. But where it gets deeper though is, if they deliver you a rust bucket with holes in it, it's not a wind and watertight container that you were sold. It's an as-is or damaged container. As-is or damaged containers do not get restocking numbers. Once they gate out, they're never coming back. I deal with the same shipping lines that these crappy companies buy from. I just buy better products for my customers. I don't buy the bottom of the line junk that I know is an eyesore. That's what pisses people off. People don't like eyesores. You can have a wind and watertight container covered in surface rust, or I don't even call surface rust ain't that bad. It's cancerous rust that looks like you can punch through it. That's what pisses people off. When you purchase shitty containers like that, you're going to have a ton of complaints. The companies I'm warning you about have been in business half the time or a quarter of the time that I've been in business, and they have 200 to 300 complaints between Yelp, Better Business Bureau, and Google. Google's lowest ratings, Yelp's complaints, and BBB complaints, and Yelp 1-star reviews. They purchase fake 5-star reviews on Google and Better Business Bureau, and also Yelp. But Yelp actually takes down their fake reviews and looks into it and then takes them down. So on Yelp, they have a 1 or 2-star rating, which is exactly with what they should have on Google or Better Business Bureau. But Better Business Bureau and Google does not take down these fake 5-star reviews. So these companies will get a bad complaint, and then all of a sudden they have to purchase a bunch of good reviews to push that complaint down. Also, they have to purchase a certain amount of fake 5-star reviews to keep that whatever 4-point whatever score from going down into the threes. They have to do that, or they won't have a good rating. And then once they don't have a good rating, they'll have to change their business name, or you won't buy from them. But once you get this container and you are told you have this warranty, and their warranty is a tube of JB Weld or a patch kit, you're going to be pissed off because it's not the warranty you expected. Once you say, well, I don't like this container, it doesn't work, it doesn't leak, I want my money back guarantee. And then you're going to find out that you're going to pay for the delivery there and then the delivery back if they give you a restocking number, which I highly doubt that's going to happen on a crappy container. If it was a good container, you would actually keep it, but it's not. That's why you're complaining, and that's why I'm making these videos. Once you feel like you've been totally hoodwinked and everything that I'm saying is actually correct, you're going to be furious. And they are not going to be accountable for anything. They have a generated automatic response. So when you go make a complaint on BBB, make a complaint on Google, make a complaint on Yelp, they always say the same thing. We're so sorry. This isn't what we strive for, and please contact us. And they're going to make it sound like to the next reader that they're handling it correctly. The truth is they don't handle it at all unless you get an attorney or some lawyers and actually threaten them with legal action. The most smartest thing that you guys can do is so there's specific companies in certain states all over. They have headquarters. They might have reps all over the United States that are calling from home. But they have headquarters somewhere. You must investigate where the headquarters are at that company and call the state's attorney general and report them. Once they get enough complaints, the attorney general is going to start looking into these companies and shutting them down. And that's kind of it. They have this system from the start that is just whatever means necessary to make that sale, because once we make the sale, the customer's already screwed and there's nothing they can do about it. And these warranties, like I had a customer the other day that said, well, I want a cheap container, wind and watertight, and I want to know what your warranty is. And I was like, man, this person's going to get ripped off. Customers want me to lie to them because of the other lies that they're being told. and I just won't do it. I just won't do it. And it's sad and unfortunate that these companies are such scumbags of what they're telling their customers, but they're never accountable for anything. And that's exactly how they get away with it from the start to the finish. They want you to put trust in them, trust in them, trust in them. When they screw up, put more trust in them. When they screw up again, put more trust in them. Keep trusting them to the point to where there's nothing you can do and you're stuck with a crappy, damaged as is container that not only looks like crap, but doesn't function properly. And if you don't want it, you're going to lose a specific amount, and it ain't going to be a small amount of money, to get that thing off of your property. And if these companies won't help you, I'm trying to help you. I wish more people watched my videos. I've been doing this for 12 years. I used to work for companies just like this, and I hated it so much. I started my own business. I've been in business for 10 years on my own. I don't know, maybe going on 11. I don't know yet. I literally don't have a single complaint from an actual buyer. I have complaints, maybe 3 or 4, but if you ever read them, they're from people that never bought a container. They're just mean and nasty people, and I probably was mean and nasty back. And then again, they could have been a competitor calling, trying to get an engagement of negativity, and then whatever, who knows. But yeah, they just have this system, guys, that it used to be their warranty, but all these bad companies are outbidding each other for warranties. It used to be 12 months, 36 months, 5 years, 10 years. Now we're up to 25 and lifetime warranties. It's never ending. So now what the bad companies are doing is they're saying they have a 60-day or 90-day money back guarantee, where if you don't like your container, you can return it. Oh my God, it sounds great. It's not. It's every step of the way they have covered, so you could put more trust in them when they've already screwed you over in the beginning, and just keep trusting them. Okay, there's nothing you can do about it, and we are done with you, and go ahead and leave your complaint, and we'll cover it up with fake 5-star reviews. So it's sad, it's unfortunate. I've been trying to resolve this for many years, but anyways, guys, have a great one. It's I think it's July 16th. Have a great one, guys. Goodbye.